Okay, I know you guys have stuff that you do in your day, but I'm just working on mine. So I soldered these fittings together to work here. I had to go to Woodard Spring Truck Supply Place. Monday I'll have the fitting that goes on here. I already got the fitting that goes in there. So the oil will be all plumbed up. So while I was hanging around doing nothing, I decided to mount up the generator. Now I don't have a way to yet to put that support that helps push it up, but it's probably snug enough to work. So pretty much all the plumbing will be done. I've got to get the gas lines all hooked up to all this stuff. This is actually pretty loose, but I hate to scratch up that seat post when I'm doing this all alone by hand. So pretty soon I'll be moving on to wiring, and that shouldn't be that tough because it's just a headlight, ignition switch and wires in here, the brake switch over there, tail light, and ignition. So hopefully it's not super complicated. Maybe at that point I can get Tom Westgate to adjust the valves, get them all right so that we can get to the day that we fire it up. These wires are wires that Tom gave me. They would probably work, but I'm sure I'll spend 20 bucks or whatever it is to make new wires to go to the coil and everything. But I think all things considered, considering I threw it together with junk I could find, this bike's gonna look pretty cool. I don't really intend to keep this solo seat, but for photo opportunities, it looks pretty good. So that's why I keep putting it on there. I think it's going to cost $1 million to have a seat made that goes up that sissy bar, but probably worth it in the long run. There's so many loose ends on this, it's not funny. I don't know how to get this mini drum apart to be able to check bearings and brakes and everything, but I've got it all set up to work. Got the rear brake working. I've got to get those angled grease fittings for the bottom of these shocks. And got to figure out how to advance and retard. Probably just use a spring. Retard it, kick it over. Spring will pull it that way. Bob's your uncle.